What's good, guys? Mitchell FX here. Welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's video, if you could first hit that subscribe button, give it the video a thumbs up, that would be massively appreciated. Spread the love. It's all good. So let's get into today's video, looking at what's marked up. So on the 4-hour chart, I said possible break and retest. This is why you do not just enter just because it has gone into that zone. So let's break it down and zoom in a little bit and see what the market is starting to do. So looks like we've pushed out of this area here and we're starting to come up to maybe some of these lows again here. So let's just start off by coming down a little bit more, make that a bit more clearer. There we go. So let's go off this top here. Okay, so if we break this top, we have a change of character. Let's condense it down a little bit more. So what started to happen is we've had an initial huge push up. This is why you don't just enter. You know, if you'd have just entered just because it was there, but then you drop it down to smaller time frames, you can see like this gave you no reason whatsoever to enter. A huge bullish candle straight through the zone. That is why you do not enter just because it's in your zone. So we've had a big push up. It's gone smaller, 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 smaller. And we're at this point now where it's slowing down. Let's have a little look to the left and work out why. Because we're at this support resistance. In fact, actually, let's draw it from there. So we have support, we've broke, we've now got resistance, and we're back at this support resistance level. So what? Lost my train of thought then. So possibilities of looking for a sell back to this area, or buys back to, oh my gosh, what on earth have I done? Oh my gosh, what have I clicked? Don't know what I clicked. Oh my gosh, there we go. So that is a possibility for where we're heading. It really could do with retesting somewhere. If I'm honest, I do think it's got the more likely for it to come down. You know, kind of like my forex career, just because downhill. You know what I mean? So, you know, going with the trend, we've come back up. Possible now for that kind of like, let me, so we've got an up to a down. Now we might have an up. So let me explain that a little bit better. Let's say we've got a trend line, doesn't have to be perfect, but roughly there. Oh my gosh, roughly there. So we've broken this trend line, we've retested this support resistance. So if it continues, oh my gosh, it's froze. Fantastic. If it continues to you know, push up, push down, blah blah blah, create high highs, high lows, then obviously I'll be looking for buys. But again, do not enter just because it's in your zone. Drop the time frame. Start off high. I'll give you an example in a minute. Start off high and just work through the time frames. I won't go too low. I won't go down to like the 5 because that's just like there's too much going on. You know, maybe the 30-minute minimum. You know, just to catch these perfect little break and retests within your zone. See if we've got any up here. So like this one, for example, came in beautifully, retested twice, both all the way back down. Right, 4 hour. Okay, it still hasn't broke that bottom. I said potential break for that bottom. So it looks like it's come up, gone down, come up, back to this level. So let's zoom in on this level and just see what is happening. Looks like there's quite a bit to left. So let's just initially drop it down 1, see if we can find a high somewhere. So this here, in my opinion, looks like a high. Let's drag it over this way and let's just see if there's anything happening. So straight away, look, you can start to see these highs a bit more. All like down here at this level, but you don't want to go too far back anyway. So we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you want to include that one. 8 tap-ins And again, you don't just want to be entering just because it's on the time frame. So again, bring this back up, like have a look. What's your reasoning? Like retested multiple times. So you know we've retested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6 times. So the odds are it's gonna sell again. It might not. It could literally go straight from here now, bump and just straight through. You know, but have a look to the left. If there's like 3 or 4 touches, you know, there's a good possibility that it's gonna do the exact same and repeat itself. EURGBP, let's slap it back on this 4 hours. So I set it into the zone, which it has done beautifully. Gosh, it's late in the UK. It's like, what time is it? 5 to 10 basically. Oh my gosh, ready for bed, closing 6 minutes. So let's have a little look. So again, just work down the time frames. So you can see here, right, we're at this level now. You know, maybe even draw a zone within a zone. We have there. Again, let's drag it to the left and see what's happened. Oh, it's funny that. 2, 3, break, retest. You know, so you got a zone within a zone. So again, you know, if you're on these bigger time frames, and let's say you entered as soon as it came in, stop loss just below, just hit a 2 to 1, you now need to be sitting on that for like a day, a couple of days, like, which isn't, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but look, like, condense it down, like, whereas now, if we'd have brought it down a couple of time frames, even just one time frame, I mean, straight away, just jumping from the 4 hour, we've marked our zone, so we're looking now for an entry within this zone, right? We've dropped it down, right? Straight away, we've identified these highs here. So we've drawn from the bottom. I'm going to go from this blue wick to the top of that blue wick. So now we've condensed our entry, right? Stop loss just below. And straight away, look at that. I mean, you're at 2 to 1 and you haven't even left your zone yet. Like, literally, ideally, you want to be like aiming maybe somewhere around there. Look at that, 6 to 1. 6 to 1. Like, you know, that's dreams. What dreams are made of. Even if you wanted to hit like a 2 to 1, it'd almost be there. Like, it's just condense it down. And like, yes, it could still hit stop loss, but by condensing it down, you're just giving yourself that little bit more of an opportunity. Where am I going? EURUSD. Right. So again, I drew it on here. Again, the 2 hours are in that zone now. And again, let's just keep bringing it down. Have a look. So 2 hours, 1 hour. What's happened at this level? So we've got just multiple touches. So now, you know, there's a good chance it'll either come up to this level, all these levels here, and then come down. So, you know, it could literally do that. Or it could literally just come back down again. But that is, in my opinion, how I've learnt the markets over the last year. One of the most accurate ways to do it. I mean, look at these levels. Look at that. You got 1, 2, 3. How many entries do you want? Like, GJ, let's have a look. Okay, so, in fact, I'll do it now with this one on the 4 hour. So, I said possible retest the trend line, retest the zone. It obviously hasn't done that again. Do not enter just because it's in there. Let's have a look. So we're up here currently. Why? I mean, I'll show you in a minute. Why have we come up to this level? Let me zoom in a little bit, show you. Why have we come up to this level, come back down to here, and then back up to here? So let's just condense it down, right? Let's start to have a look. So maybe like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So we condensed it down to this level. Let's just make that a bit wider. So we're at this level. Can we make this a bit smaller just to get that a little bit more accurate? Yes, we can. So now we're a zone within a zone at that level, and let's just drag it to the left. Straight away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches. We're in it again. Oh, it's a miracle. Now it's either going to break back down to this trend line, or it's going to go, oh my gosh, I can't do it now, or it's going to go something like this. And again, you are not going to win every single trade. You could literally, excuse me, you could literally have like a 3-4 streaks of losses. You know, especially if you're doing like things like Bitcoin, gold, like, you know, assets that are a little bit more volatile. Like, it is going to happen. There are chances are you are going to get those losing streaks, but again, you just want to try and give your odds those, make the odds in your favor. Right, so straight away, all right, I'm not going to say anything for like 5 seconds. I want you to see if you can already see what I'm going to say. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, if you have already said this, you are correct. So let's condense it down again. So we've gone from 4 hour to 2 hour. Can we make this a bit smaller? I don't think so. No, we can't. And again, straight away, we're in that zone. So possible sell now to come back down. It's already done it a couple of times, 1, 2, 3 times. So straight away, you know, giving yourself a sell. And even, let's just take it back to the bigger time frame. So we can either come down and back up, which is basically what I've already said, or we can have something that goes break, retest back at all these levels like it's done here. It's retested these levels before going up. A little bit of deja vu, and there it is. So let me just drag it over and show you. There you go. Literally, history will repeat itself. Shot all the way down. In fact, I'm gonna draw that. So it's come all the way down. It's come up, come back down a little bit, and then it's just pushed all the way back up to the top. So now, watch this. There you go. Is that or is that not? Nigh on. Exactly the same what's happened there. Straight to the left. It's come down, it's pushed up a little bit, come back down and retested, and then let's see if it pushes up. That literally, I'm going to leave that there just as a possibility. You know, look to your left, like condense it down. USDJPY, so again, it was on the 4 hour. I said possible break and retest. It's been very slow by the looks of it. Well, gosh, can we condense it down? Yes, we can. And this is what I'm talking about, condensing it down. So let me use this as an example. So pick a high, pick a low. So this is a, you know, a good high. So let's draw that. Right. Can we now condense this down? So let's just go down a time frame straight away. Yes, we can. There we go. Can we condense it down again? I don't know. Yes, we can. Alright, now let's have a look what's going on. Is that more accurate? Yes, it is. Is that more accurate from, or is it from that or that? Yes, it is. Facts. You know, and again, should we condense it down a little bit more maybe? Because there's a high here within a high. There's an area within an area, sorry. There we go. So again, instead of entering your buy right at the top, stop loss just below, targeting somewhere up here. I mean, to get a 2 to 1, it's got to come back up there, which again isn't a problem. But let's just condense it down. So an area within an area, stop loss just below, straight away. To get a 2 to 1, it doesn't have to travel as far. And you know, it's just that little bit more tighter. Like, it's just that it just takes a little bit of getting used to, in my opinion. Like, I'm still getting used to markets now. I'm literally like a year and a half into this now. You know, I'm still getting done over by the markets daily. But we're learning. That's all part of the process. You just got to keep at it every single day. You know what I mean? But yeah, I am currently not going to do XAUUSD because I am doing a challenge, I've decided to deposit £100 in and see what we can do, whether we blow it, whether we grow it, who knows. Well, I know. I know, but I will probably post the video on Sunday, Saturday, one or the other. Just an update, you know, whether I've blown it, whether I've grown it. You know, I'll talk you through all the trades I've done. It is a live account, so you'll be able to see everything. I will show everything. You know, more so, it's not even about trying to grow the account. It's just more of to show people like me who are new to forex, you know, or starting the journey like a beginner traders, this and that, how difficult it actually is and the process it actually takes to trade. There are a lot of people out there that just, you know, show you win after win after win, and it's just nothing like that. You know, it's all made up stuff, trying to get you to sign up to things, trying to get you to pay for signals. It's just, don't do it. Just don't do it. So I thought, you know, I'll put it on here. Hopefully I can show as many people as I can, you know, how hard and difficult it actually is as a beginner trader to get going into it. But hopefully we will get there eventually. Videos will be at the end if anybody's interested in watching. Again, if you could subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, I would massively appreciate it in helping me and the channel out to grow, just like hopefully all of our forex accounts. Peace out.